Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another reaction to another death battle, baby. And this is Mob versus Tatsumaki. Of course, Mob Psycho 100 versus One Punch Man. Makes sense from the same creator, right? Yeah, and they're both that. Anyway, I didn't have like a ton of requests for this one. I will get to other ones. I think I had one, but I was immediately intrigued because I think this is a good like fight right here, just like these two against each other. Also, it has a lot of dislikes, and a lot of people say like screw this episode. I haven't been spoiled why. I'm gonna assume maybe because Mob loses. I feel like Mob would be a more popular character than. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like Tatsumaki's barely been in One Punch Man. She showed up and she's a little she's an asshole. That's about it. That's her character. My mom is such a great character. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's just because of like skill levels here. Because Mob, I feel like could destroy the entire world if he loses. I mean, he almost did at one point. Well, maybe not the whole world, but it possibly could happen. Anyway, I don't know Tatsumaki's. I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot that was even her name. I just know her as the tornado or whatever, terrible tornado. So anyway, let's get to it. I need to rewatch One Punch Man season 1. I was actually even considering doing reactions for them because my old ones are not up anymore. I could get them and put them up, but I actually really wanted to watch them again. Anyway, so with this now knowing how awesome it really is, I already knew it was gonna be awesome, but like already knowing like deep down how awesome is it and see it, like doing reactions might be a lot of fun, as more like commentary style things, which I might be doing that for one reaction in the future. You'll see. Anyway, I had a couple comments saying they would like to see a certain reaction series come back. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's check this out. Link in the description, of course. We're gonna have to put this. Let's go. Let's go.
This episode of Death Battle is
23
sponsored by
and
23 and Me.
The fuck
it's
is that?
Time of the year again. Everybody likes a personalized gift, and what's more personal than your DNA?
Oh,
don't make it weird. 23
chroma.
And Me is an
You can send me my chromosome.
Learn about your ancestry and health.
With over 150 genetic reports and 1,500 geographic regions, it's the most comprehensive ancestry breakdown you can find.
I tried it myself. I learned my families from all over the place, but only from the redneck parts.
Get it for 50% off all November long. That's only $99.
I'm jamming out, whatever.
Plus Ancestry Kit at 23andme.com/deathbattle. That's the
it's
number
good tunes.
23andme.com/deathbattle.
All right, here we go, baby. Here we go.
There are plenty of talented people in
Yo,
the world,
Limitless,
but
yo.
even then,
Limitless
only
versus,
select few have the honor of
Lucy.
being called prodigy.
But being a
Remember
prodigy
Lucy?
can get to one's
It's the
head.
same premise.
Or one's head, if you know what I'm saying.
One.
You know,
That's the guy's
guy who
name is
made both
One.
these
Yeah, his name is
characters
One.
Called One?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love his artwork.
The reluctant psychic
Love how
powerhouse
shitty it
from
is.
Mob Psycho 100.
And Tatsumaki, the fearless, ferocious Esper from One Punch Man. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
It's
their
weird to
weapons,
see, like,
armor, and skill.
it's just weird to see the animation quality. I've said this before, but like how different it was just only a few years ago. This is like 4 years ago.
To find out who would win
A death battle. Oh, they're doing Pixar? Alright, cool. I like the Pixar ones, actually.
As a citizen of Seasoning City, you would probably be familiar
I
with
forgot I
the
was going to
local criminal
Seasoning
group
City.
Claw.
I
Maybe
forgot.
even the famous sex symbol and so-called greatest psychic of the century,
Reagan, bro.
But you probably wouldn't think twice about this plain-looking boy with a bowl cut, Shigeo Kageyama.
You got the Mandar going on.
Short, he's a pretty unremarkable student of
Fuck
South
you.
Middle School. He's the kid you pick
Oh,
last
white
for
tea
dodgeball.
poison, I
He's
forgot
just
that was
sort of
like
there,
this.
taking up space and stealing your
And
air.
this actually might be one of the first times where I've watched both of these things. Nah, it can't be. Nah, besides like the obvious ones, like like Boba Fett versus Predator or something. But like when it comes to like one of these like more, I don't know, not uncommon, but like I don't know, like Predator. I'm supposed to watch that. I'm American. That's like in our blood. We're supposed to watch that at one point. Same thing with First Blood. Funny enough, those are two badass movies you're supposed to watch when you're growing up. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you.
Kanji in his name can even be misread as mob, which means bland and boring.
Oh, is that
Naturally,
actually true?
Everybody calls him that.
Because he's a part of the mob.
Mob, which means
May I go back
Decent,
to
stealing your air.
the kanji in his name can even be misread as mob, which
Oh, okay.
means bland.
I don't remember that from that show. That's what happens when you You're stupid.
and boring.
Naturally, everybody calls him that.
So you might be surprised to learn that he
did watch
accidentally
it in
took
English,
over a
so I don't
local
know.
gang, unintentionally founded his own cult,
Yeah, his
and
cult.
is an incredibly powerful psychic warrior.
Don't get it mixed up. This isn't your typical superhero secret identity shenanigans.
Man, get the
Bob
fuck
doesn't
outta here.
really give a shit about any of these things. He's just out there trying to fit in
Yeah, I'm
by
trying
joining
to
the Body
hook up with the honey.
Improvement Club, which he sucks horribly at. Oh, come on, man. Running's not that hard. Take it from me. And I've got a shotgun for a leg.
Mob's stamina 0%.
Still, when his life is in danger or his friends need protecting, Mob's psychic ability manifests as something truly phenomenal.
He's
Yeah, buddy.
mega powerful. He might not
Wasn't
be able
that
to
the beginning
run
of the
a
first
mile
episode,
without
that
fainting,
shot
but
right
he
there?
totally
Yo,
can if he
yo, he
boosts his
fucked up
body
this dude.
psychically. He can fly through the air,
He
fling
was all
objects all
cocky.
over the place, throw psychic energy attacks, lift giant buildings, cause city-spanning earthquakes, whip up huge twisters,
Yeah.
and more.
He's not just an offensive
Twins!
powerhouse. He can mold his psychic
It's a
energy
Twisters,
around his
so-
body as a
Think
shield.
of the Twisters
While
trailer.
this isn't an uncommon technique in Mob's world, it's incredibly useful for him in particular, as he's
Yeah.
one of the few psychics who can actually attack and defend simultaneously.
Like when he was fighting a bunch of evil spirits all at once. Oh, talk about weird looking. Wiz, you sure he's not just like tripping balls or something?
No, but you're kind of on the right track. These psychic powers are directly linked to emotions. The more sad, angry, rejected, and so on that you feel, the more powerful your psychic abilities become.
Hey, Wiz, punch me. What? Punch me!
Punch me!
I need to get really angry so I can do psychic stuff. Really? My
Hit him with the
grandkid is
robot
harder than
hand.
you. Wow. You think it'll work
Robot
if
arm.
I'm just so embarrassed about having a friend like you?
There you go.
Uh,
Yeah.
Wow.
You upset? Psychic little
Regardless, the
bitch.
fact that Mob's psychic powers are drawn from his emotions is a conundrum in and of itself. See, when Mob was a child, an attempt to use his powers wound up injuring his
Yeah,
younger
injuring him
brother.
too.
This tragedy would scar Mob forever, terrifying him of his own ability. As a result, he suppressed his emotions for years.
But just like a needy ex, they'd still boil up in bad situations. Us readers got to see them rise with a handy percentage counter. When
that.
it hits 100%,
Love it.
Mob goes all out like
I-
a super
the way the
saiyan.
anime
He
did
can
it was
even
really good,
absorb psychic
actually.
energy while in
Yo.
100 mood.
But that's not Mob's limit.
Mob
Far
cries
from
a
it.
lot.
Suppressing his powers.
Yeah, let's read these. 100% rage. Mob becomes a serious fighter. 100% animosity. Mob loses some self-control and becomes violent. 100% gratitude. Mob transfers powers with a 1,000% increase. 100% sadness. Mob cries a lot. 100% kindness. Mob creates much stronger barriers to protect others.
Had an unprecedented effect on his psyche. His power became an entity of its own within Mob's mind, representative of his repressed self.
Wait, okay. 100% courage. Mob becomes more heroic and extremely powerful. 100% obsession. Mob goes on a single-minded rampage. 100% ecstasy. I don't know. He's 14. Come on now. Mob becomes hysterical and erratic. And then the question mark form. Of course, I don't know why form isn't capitalized. Mob accesses inner power improves. His inner power improves range of energy consumption, greatly heightens power, and acts subconsciously.
And when things get real,
Within Mob's mind, representative
said
of
that a
his
couple
repressed
times.
self.
and when things get real
Especially
bad,
towards
it
the end.
takes over his body in a blind rage or blind sadness,
season
whatever
3.
he's feeling at the time.
Dude, that's
In
a
this
creepy looking.
unmeasurable state, Mob's true prowess is revealed, and it's extraordinary. His sheer psychic aptitude
Some would
increases
say
at an alarming rate, including
Tatsumaki probably has no chance. No chance in hell.
his absorption ability.
I can't sing that anymore because he's a sex pervert.
My powers are being sucked in by Kageyama. All of the energy in the atmosphere. Are you telling me his vessel is able to handle this much?
And while he is often unconscious while his inner self takes over, his questionable state will continue trying to achieve whatever his
I'm
most
sure once they
recent
start
objective
explaining
may
Tatsumaki,
be,
I'll be like,
whether
alright,
that's
maybe she
taking on
does.
the criminal
I mean-
organization Claw or confessing how he feels to his
I
crush.
mean, a lot of people won't look that impressive when they're next to Saitama, so.
B, whether that's taking on the criminal organization Claw or confessing how he feels to his crush.
All right, again,
She rejected
the guy's
me.
super strong. So let's figure out just how much psychic power he's got bottled up. Check this out. While smashing this ugly joke through a building, he
Aw,
went
man,
from
come on.
0 to kick-ass so fast he caught fire.
Taking this feat
That's
literally,
great.
to get this result, he would have to be reaching an ablation speed over 5 times
You gotta
the
love
speed
it.
of sound.
You gotta love it.
Fast, but
Oh
not
boy, we found out one scene where he goes on fire. Now we know how fast he could go.
as fast as a bolt of lightning. Which
That's what they thought. Oh my god, look, he's on fire. Oh, we'll have to do some research. Oh my god, he's fast.
was quick enough to catch left with his shield.
That's not all. In his duel with Claw's boss, Toichiro, Mob took this huge crushing hit, scaling this
my
massive
God.
handprint crater to a nearby building,
That's good.
that one, and applying the resulting fragmentation of rock. We found Mob survived an attack
Love it.
worth over 80 tons of TNT.
Nah, that's small time
That's a
for
lot.
Shiggy. In the same fight, his Psycho lifted
Small
hundreds
time
of
for Shiggy.
buildings into the air. Look at that thing. Suddenly, I have an
Alright, sorry if any of those were your houses, but
unshakable urge to go
don't worry
flick
about
down
it. Oh my god. It just takes out the entire earth. I got a
Somehow these
moment.
things will make some stars.
Not
Don't
only
worry
is
about
that
it. We just need a lot of mass.
millions of tons of stone and concrete,
I love that you can put humans in it too, and then you'll burn them away to make a star. Well, sorry.
but simply
Sucks to suck.
getting this orb pushed away the clouds.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Guys, that's not
like an
impressive. Clouds are just fluffy balls of cotton candy.
No.
Now I hear you. I thought so too. But turns out that's not
Oh, I
true at all.
love climate change and meatballs.
Oh, unfortunately, to move clouds in real life, you need a frickin' hydrogen bomb.
So it's quite impressive when on another occasion, Mob gathered all these clouds himself. By measuring the area and multiplying by average cloud density, this feat comes out to around 30 gigatons of TNT.
20 times the combined destructive capabilities of all the nuclear
sorry,
warheads in
Oppenheimer.
the world.
Pussy.
Granted, Mob isn't all
Man, Oppenheimer's a little bitch.
powerful.
14-year-old kid fucking surpassed you, bro. What are you gonna do? Roll in your grave?
For example, once while absorbing an explosive attack, he reached a definitive limit, though he compensated by redirecting all that psychic energy into some broccoli seeds.
Oh yeah,
Interesting
yeah,
results.
yeah. The whole arc about that thing.
Man, it's gonna be hard to hide that one under the table.
In time, Mob eventually reconnected with
Get the dog to start eating it.
his repressed self, fully accepting his past and his powers.
So look out, he may look like a total dork, but this is one middle schooler you don't want to try stealing lunch money from.
Yeah.
Feel it? Rage burning in me.
Yeah. That was the original voice actor too. Didn't they replace him in
In
season
a
3?
world filled with monsters and villains which threaten the survival of humanity on a daily basis, it's a stroke of luck that mankind has its fair share of saviors in the form of superheroes.
And some of these heroes are so powerful they can crush all the baddies without even laying a finger on them.
These are Espers, superhumans who possess powerful psychic
Did
abilities.
they confirm if One Punch Man takes place in the same continuity? I don't remember where One Punch Man actually takes place though. What place? Like where? But,
And one of them
City,
is a girl
country,
named
whatever.
Tatsumaki.
oh, what the fuck is that?
Is that real? Why did she have cinnamon rolls stuck on her face?
Well, let's just say one
I'm surprised they didn't bring up Mob Psycho. Didn't it have the same like level of quality drawing?
is more well known for his excellent storytelling than, say, his art.
Yeah.
Regardless, Tatsumaki's psychic abilities
There's something about that you gotta appreciate.
were
She's 28 years. No, she's not. She looks like she's 12.
extraordinary, even at a young age. So much
Tornado of Terror. I thought it was Terrible Tornado. What the fuck is this? I've been lied to.
so, she was taken from her
Candy
family to be
apples.
detained and studied at a research facility.
Yeah, that's right. Often mistaken as a sassy lost child. That's what fucking Saitama always calls her, right? Who's this child? Oh, fuck. Being a brat, yeah.
She was 7 years old.
Wait, I'm sorry, go back.
Detained and studied at a research facility.
Oh, that sucks.
She was 7 years old.
I actually don't remember. Did they go through this backstory at all in the show? I mean, it's been about 4 years since I watched it now, so.
So, not the best childhood, obviously.
No.
Lucky for her, she got out thanks to a surprise rescue by the hero called Blast. Who blasts things, I guess?
I'm assuming if this was in the anime, they'd show the anime, right?
No one really knows.
Either way, Blast's rescue changed Tatsumaki's life forever, and he left her with one very important lesson. When the time comes, don't expect someone to save you.
That's kinda harsh. He is supposed to be a superhero, right?
Whether it be she was inspired by his heroism or torn by his contradiction, Tatsumaki decided to take up hero work for herself. Thus, she took
I get it. Learn to protect yourself. I don't disagree with that.
up
Don't
the
always
man-
go, oh, I'm trapped. Oh, I'll be saved by a hero. 3 years later. All right. Well, maybe not.
mental tornado of terror.
That's a terrible tornado.
Yeah,
Did
I
I
know what
lose
you're
it?
thinking. Doesn't that sound more like a supervillain name? And you might mistake her for one too, cause she's kind of a brat.
Well, she is the best at what she does, and she knows it. So she often seems arrogant and rude. With her psychokinesis, she
Put some
often
fucking
floats
pants
above
on.
her opponents, looking down on them literally and figuratively.
Her favorite thing to do is throw rocks at people. Big rocks, small rocks, rocks from outer space, doesn't matter. If it's vaguely rock-shaped, it's flying
If this
at
battle,
you. But
all right, if this battle doesn't end 5 seconds after it starts, with Mob just destroying her,
she doesn't just...
I'm sure she'll be a good fight. I'm sure. I don't know. There's a lot of dislikes. I'm starting to think maybe she wins. All right, let's see. Let's give them time to explain.
Doesn't matter. If it's vaguely rock-shaped, it's flying at you. But she doesn't discriminate. She's also fine throwing other things like trains, schools, people, even a giant octopus.
Not only
Trains, schools, mommy. I'm so sorry. Someone save us, mommy. I thought they like seeing things floating there. Oh, okay. She didn't throw it, I guess, maybe.
that, but she can alter the direction of gravity, create town-spanning barriers, twist up a human body, cause magnitude 8 level earthquakes, and spin up enormous whirlwinds.
I like it. They just bring up like twist up bodies and shit and make Cronenberg nightmares. All
Fitting
right.
for her namesake.
And that's not even half of it. She's the most powerful Esper of them all. Even better than her older sister,
Damn, girl.
Fubuki.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, that's her
She's younger sister, yeah. I heard that. I was like, no, get the fuck out of here. My ass. She looks like she's fucking 12.
Wait, what? Man,
Wait,
Anthony's
what?
real confusing.
But given her past, even with her sister beside her, Tatsumaki has some serious trust issues.
She doesn't even want Fubuki to have friends. Chill out, lady. Friends are important. Right, Liz?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh. Well, he had his chance.
Anyway, manipulating objects and
Okay.
organisms is only part of her skill set. Tatsumaki's power truly
she curb
shines when
stomping?
it comes to precision.
Oh yeah, she's so talented. She can use her crazy mind power.
She can
to have
use her
full
mind
control
power.
over television.
Sorry?
Use her crazy mind power to have full control over television.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure, but that's not really
Sick.
what I had in mind.
Change.
Skinamax.
Well, Tatsumaki has some level of control over a person's chi.
Unscramble
whereas
the
in traditional
porn.
Chinese culture, vital life force. If she can overpower her opponent,
Oh my
she
God.
can use their
Head's
own
about
chi
to
to
explode.
disable or even kill them.
I did it.
Tough man says
Against other espers,
Tatsumaki's
she can fire
gonna
off her own
lose.
energy to redirect theirs, and even suppress their powers in an instant.
Yeah, Lady Tornado can block their psychicness whenever she wants, so long as they're a weaker Esper than her, which basically means everyone. One Punch Man meet the One Thought Woman. Seriously,
Oh.
this chick is so powerful
One
she
Thought
pulled a
Woman,
meteor
does she?
from outer space.
Well, while that movie
she's done powerful stuff. I know. It's gonna be she's probably gonna win.
is pretty well
Fuck.
known, it technically is not canon to the original source material.
Oh.
However, that doesn't mean it's off the table.
but
As it turns out,
it's
her
better,
other accomplishments
so.
prove she's more than powerful enough to pull it off.
Just look at her lifting up this.
So it is canon.
What am I looking at here?
I have no idea. It was a cross in front of a bunch of rubble. I don't understand what I'm looking at either.
Thankfully, one was kind enough to include
Oh, my heart sucks. Here you go. It's a hideout. You might as well not even have the building there. Just call it the hideout. Like, she's lifting the letters the hideout. This is the hideout, by the way.
these lovely labels identifying Z-City and
Z-City.
an underground hideout. Now, Tatsumaki is psychokinetically lifting the entire hideout, which was previously stated to reach over 1,500 meters deep. As for the city, the world of One Punch Man is based on real-life locations
I just realized the face there. He's like,
in Tokyo.
shit.
So at the very least, we could compare Z-City to a smaller district like Ginza, which consists of about 215 acres. With the size of an average building in that district in mind, and thus scaling the building to the hideout and then to Ginza, we found that Tatsumaki must be lifting over 3 billion tons of rock.
That's like lifting the entire Great Wall of China 62
China.
times. More than powerful enough to put...
Killed 10,000 foes simultaneously. All right. Genocide. Flew past Mach 35 speeds. Caused a magnitude 9 earthquake. The Mach 35 speeds is because she probably weighs like 10 pounds, bro. It's not fair. Compressed 100 eyes octopus into nothing. Redirected Boris's bullet hailstorm. Yeah, but who beat Boris? Pretend I'm Saitama. Oh, I guess I have the Rick Saitama there. That guy, except without the Rick part. Survived 300 times Earth's gravity. defeated Genos, Ancient King, Black. Who the fuck is Black Sperm? Hold on. I don't remember this character. Black Sperm. Oh, is he? What? What the fuck? Oh, wait, okay, no, okay. Well, the manga makes him look way more terrifying. In the anime, he looks like a fucking idiot. All right, okay. I mean, I don't remember him, but still. I really don't. That's why I need to rewatch One Punch Man. Anyway, let's back to it.
Pull a meteor from the sky.
When the alien invader Boros attacked City A with a hailstorm of giant bullets, she was fast enough to stop them in midair and turn them back on the enemy ship. Scaling these bullets to the height of a human and gauging by the amount of damage they could cause, the bullets must have been moving 1,800 times faster than sound.
She's tough enough to survive an attack that's 300 times the Earth's gravity, which probably explains why she could push through crazy G-forces while flying and fighting against the One Punch Man.
That's a strong child.
Saitama.
By looking at the distance they flew in
Is she technically older than Saitama? How old is Saitama supposed to be?
a short time frame, they were likely moving more than 36 times the speed of sound.
Shit.
Which is awesome, but she still
Alright,
didn't win
fucking
the fight.
sweet.
It was actually a rather humbling experience for her, finally realizing that perhaps she isn't the most powerful person alive.
I mean, all
The
Esther's
artwork is so charming. It's charmingly shit.
have limits, including Tatsumaki. Their psychic power drains them of energy, so they can get worn out to a point where they can't do their psycho magic for a while.
Also, she generally has to focus exclusively on either offense or defense.
Oh,
when
or
she's
Mob could do both, right?
on the attack, her guard is lowered, something a skilled enough opponent can certainly take advantage of.
Didn't they say Mob could do both, though?
Also, should an Esper like Tatsumaki suffer a serious head injury, their powers become more difficult to use.
Uh-oh.
So maybe she's
Uh-oh, give her a little bonk on the head. There you go, roll up the newspaper. Stop being a fucking little bitch.
not quite the unstoppable goddess she thought she was. And after getting that memo, she finally loosened up a bit. She even let her sis hang out with her friends instead of throwing them into a wall or something. Aw.
Yet at the
I
end of the day,
love when the animation would become shitty. Like, not shitty, but they would replicate the source more.
the idea that anyone
always
could
fun.
even hope to match the Tornado of Terror's pure
Yeah,
psychic
that's
power
the
seems
100-eye
laughable.
octopus
You
robot.
disgust me. Get lost.
The fuck you say to me?
What's with the attitude from
This
this
sass-
lost child?
This lost child, so good. This lost
All
child.
right, combatants are set, and we've run the data through all
Oh man!
possibilities.
All right, here we go.
First.
All right, I'm gonna still say no. I gotta go with the dislikes, but I feel like a lot of people would still give dislikes if Mob won, maybe because people love this tornado lady. Fuck. I'll say Tatsumaki. I think she'll probably end up winning. That's why there's dislikes. I feel like there's more love for Mob. I mean, One Punch Man is more popular of a series, but I feel like Saitama's more popular. Where Mob, I don't know.
My mental powers are telling me that some of you are hungry.
It could go either way from the way they talked about Tatsumaki. I guess they really gave a lot of numbers about how powerful she is. I don't know. I just feel like Mob in his question mark form is just like gonna be insane. Like we never saw anybody defeat him. You know what I mean? But there was no Saitama in the world of Mob Psycho, unless there is, and they are connected somehow. I don't know. There. Fuck. I don't know. I'm gonna say. I'll say Mob. Fuck it.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the
Yep.
leading meal kit
Heard
delivery
of it a lot,
service in the
too.
U.S.
At least it's not
Choose your
better
meals
help.
each week, get the ingredients delivered to your doorstep, and whip up a meal using the easy-to-follow directions provided.
Blue Apron offers plenty of different menu options with an ever-changing mix of meat, fish, plant-forward, and vegetarian recipes.
It's great! Blue Apron's been around for quite a while now, and that's no coincidence. It's just that good.
It's so easy to make delicious meals with this, I'll even eat boomsticks cooking if I know it's
I'll
from
even
Blue
eat
Apron.
Boomstick's
Hey, I'll
ass.
take that as a compliment. Blue Apron
What?
seriously helps even the worst chefs learn their way around the kitchen. My favorite part is feeling like a master chef, making creative and delicious meals with my own hands. You guys really need to try it out.
It's pretty nice coming home knowing I'll have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease. To start making delicious, brag-worthy meals at home.
Brag-worthy?
without the hassle, try Blue Apron.
Hey, I made this food. I put it in the oven and made it self. Michelin chef here, baby.
BlueApron.com/battle.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
But right now,
It's time for a death battle. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at this little paper. Bouncing around.
I'm lost.
Oh, I like the love the close-ups.
Get out of here.
Can you help
Come
me?
here, dummy.
Do you go to the middle school here?
Middle school.
You look like a baby.
Place.
What? What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
You shouldn't use your powers on others.
Oh. We're going full on animation there. It was slightly animated pixel art, like,
Think
there,
you're
like there.
impressive? I'll crush you in 5 seconds flat.
I gotta do it. Oh. Hey, whoa! No, you don't want any of this heat, girl. She's doing way too well in the beginning. Nah. Oh, nice. Dude, I love the swapping animation. They were doing that even back 4 years ago. Yeah. See, now you done fucked up.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, here we go, bitch. Come here.
By the way, just so you know.
No,
It's your fault.
Shut up, bitch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, whoa. To redirect my goddamn tendrils to me? What the hell is this? There you go. Floating the city. Whoa! Cut that shit up like she's Sakuna, bro.
How easy.
Easy! Bitch, I got a meatball. Come here. Oh. I don't know. I think she's gonna end up winning, though. Like, he unleashed it way too quick, right? Ooh, this is a sick battle, though. Woo!
You think you're a big shot? Try this.
Oh, damn, bro. Give him the hands. Come here. Triple question mark power. I'm about to give him the goddamn hands. There you go. Spike her to the ground. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
You should pay
No.
more attention.
Oh, wait, hold on. No. What? The fuck is this? You have plenty of time. Oh. What? Oh, wow. Yep, alright. Oh. What the fuck? She just
Nobody
Thanos
beats
her?
me.
Him? What'd I say?
Whoa, that was crazy!
God damn it.
I thought for sure Mob would win with his sucking power.
This was an incredibly close
fuck did you
match.
just say to me?
Honestly, if we were to run through this fight 100 more times,
Yeah.
Mob could reasonably win 40 or so of them.
But we're not here to find out who wins 40% of the time. Mob had tons of awesome abilities, which gave Tatsumaki a hard time.
I
but
just-
she
I-
still
I-
had
I
the
don't
stuff
know.
to pull off a win.
I'll take their word for it. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like Mob's powers are so fucking crazy. We never even really, like, saw him go, like, full on insane. I don't know.
Times than not.
Right. First of all, Tatsumaki had a notable advantage when it came to training and experience.
She's a top-ranked superhero who was trained from 7 years old, fighting a middle schooler who never wanted to use his powers in the first place.
So
She-
Saitama never all he's done 100 push-ups. He wasn't trained by like a like some fucking master or whatever. He trained himself. I guess to be fair, Mob never trained to begin with. That's why he's like you know, but I don't know.
Was faster
Fine,
too, given
whatever.
her reaction against Boris's bullets moving
Fine.
over 617,000
I'll accept
meters per
it.
second.
Sure,
I don't
Mob
like it,
reacted
but I'll
to
accept
friggin'
it.
lightning, but believe it or not, that's still technically slower.
See, a lightning bolt technically has two different speeds to consider.
Right.
First for the slower liter of ionized air going down, and second for the faster flash going up. Given that Mob was reacting to a projectile moving down towards him, this can only mean he was reacting to the liter, which moves 98,000 meters per second. More than 6 times slower than Tatsumaki.
So, even though Mob had the edge of being able to attack and defend at the same time, Tatsumaki was a lot quicker than him. So she could switch between attacking and defending fast enough to counter Mob whenever she really needed to.
Still, that alone doesn't mean Mob couldn't have eventually scored a fatal blow. All of this would mean nothing if Tatsumaki couldn't overpower Mob's absorbing shield.
His awesome power of suck!
Right. We know Mob's sucking shield had a limit given how he was forced to transfer absorbed energy into those seeds, growing a massive head of broccoli in an instant. We can actually use this broccoli to get a general idea of Mob's absorbing limits. Broccoli typically requires 143 kilojoules of energy to grow 1/10 of a kilogram's worth. Scaling this giant one to the nearby buildings, we found it to be 21 million times larger than the average broccoli.
Oh my god, I made a broccoli.
Mob must have transferred enough energy to equate to about 1.6 megatons of TNT.
Yeah, but how about the energy Tatsumaki used to stop and redirect those giant bullets? Those things are huge, solid shells with no explosive.
Oh, you know what? I just realized. No, the manga was over at this point, right? In Mob Psycho 100, right? I'm assuming the manga ends the same way as the anime. Yeah, I didn't think about that. This came out before. I think this came out right after Mob Psycho 2 came out, I think. Because I think it came out around like 2019 or something. This was what... Yeah, 2019. And of course, season 3 didn't even air until the end of 2022.
Component, given how Saitama here was.
But I'm assuming the manga ended the same way, so they could take from that. I'm maybe they even showed some of that, right? I don't remember. I don't know. I never read the manga, so.
Able to crush one without triggering a big kaboom, and they could wipe out a whole city.
We're shown that the shells destroyed most of city.
In the game Mob Psycho 100 Psychic Battle. Wait, there's a game. Good Mob created a blast. Wait, what? There's a fucking Mob Psycho game. Where the fuck is it? Game. Psychic. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a mobile game. All right, I'm out. Don't care.
In one shot. And we can see how much damage they dealt to Boros' ship when Tatsumaki turned them around. With this data in mind, the height of Boros' ship, and the already calculated bolt speed, we determined the energy she displayed here must have equaled at least 470 gigatons of TNT.
Way more than Mob's big cloud feet, and more than enough to shatter his shield all at once. Tatsumaki was
that's my problem, is that how do you know Mob couldn't do something better? Maybe you did it there for small.
Too damn powerful.
But I guess you could still use the same excuse for Tatsumaki. Maybe she could do better.
Mob could absorb giant rocks thrown at him either.
Certainly. Mob's unique powers were generally passive and defensive, whereas Tatsumaki's were better suited to precision strikes.
Tatsumaki's psychic power is so much greater than Mob's that she could overpower his own defenses at any point.
Deadly blows. Once Mob's barrier was down, she had plenty of options for wrapping things up. Whether it be
unbreaking her
his psychic
arms,
power, controlling his chi, or simply crushing him herself.
And her powers weren't dependent on her feelings, so she was always at full strength, no matter what the situation was.
Mob certainly had the skill and ability to put up an incredibly close fight, but Tatsumaki's experience, speed, and power put an end to this prodigious battle.
She just had the experience she needed.
The winner is Tatsumaki.
There you go, anime fans.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link
Quite
down below.
a battle.
And you can check out more of our stuff right over there.
There you go, perverts. You got your little child character.
Battle season without Deadpool, right?
Yeah?
Deadpool,
right?
Deadpool, right?
Hey, watch this one after this.
Yeah, Wiz.
I think I might know a way to get rid of Deadpool once and for all.
I already watched this one. That's a pretty good one. Let's kill Deadpool. Such a great choice, too. It's like I would even dare say Deadpool versus Mask is like the first one I would have thought of. I mean, I guess what was it, Deadpool versus Deathstroke, just because he's a parody of Slade Wilson. Anyway, that's Mob versus Tatsumaki. I mean, again, I don't take these seriously enough. I don't do my own research or anything, so I have to go by whatever they're saying. And they're fun. They're a fun time. I want to see what people think, though. This lady killed a middle school kid because he asked for directions. Yeah. Still, props to Mob. He's literally middle school. The fact there was at 45 you could beat someone who has honed their skills for much longer is impressive. I feel like Mob would win because his powers go far beyond telekinesis. He could literally take her energy away, get inside her mind, possess her, mess her psychologically to obliterate her. If she could kill him before he went into, then she might win. But yeah, he was at fucking, yeah. That's why I thought it was like over. But then I was like, they did it a little too early. I'm not always right when it comes to that stuff, but like. When someone's winning at first, usually that means they're gonna lose towards the end. But it didn't happen this time because she was winning at first. But no, actually thinking about it, it shouldn't be the other way. Like if they're winning at first, then they're gonna start losing, and then they win at the end, right? Because that's kind of what happened. Like she was beating Mob's ass, but then Mob unleashed his his more powerful abilities, and then started beating ass, and then she won at the end. I feel like that should be the template, actually, more so than if they're winning, that means they're going to lose at the end. I guess it matters on who they're fighting. Like if it's like someone like Mob who is somebody that rather not fight in the beginning, and also maybe his powers don't grow until he really levels, he strengthens himself, like like maybe like a Goku kind of thing where like Goku is powerful normal, but he's more powerful Super Saiyan, like when Mob goes into his next form. Imagine how OP Mob would be if he was an adult with full control of his power and could go 1000% like Reagan. Yeah, he went 1000%. Yo, Reagan, fuck. The percentages, and that part in season 2 though is fucking awesome, where Reagan gets a little bit of power. It's so good. That was a close battle. Also, that battle shows that Tatsumaki beats Mob in everything by a large margin. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think they were saying like, no, you're right. We got to take into account that the grow rate of most living things isn't constant, i.e. the larger the being, the more energy it needs to invest into growing. The same amount of tissue it would have grown when it was smaller with less energy. Thus, the huge broccoli would have required a lot more energy to grow that size. Okay? All right, and then think about that. You go to middle school here? Your free trial of living has ended. Mob had too good of a heart to win a death match. Yeah, well, even though he was starting to snap arms, that was a little grotesque. Mob, do you want to go to middle school here? Peace was never an option. Let's get her to be able to essentially limitlessly be able to store and build up his power in the fight with Claw's leader. When he redirects the energy into broccoli, it was because of the energy release of Claw's leader's entire power pool. I'm assuming they watched these shows, right? And you know what I mean? Like, do they just only do research on the characters and that's it? Or they gotta watch the shows, right? Right? Imagine they don't. They just do research about the characters. All right, let's find out all about this Mob character without actually watching the show. You know what I mean? Of course not. And as a kid, excuse me, do you go to middle school here? So you've chosen death. What a bitch. Tatsumaki that's how most death battles start, so I didn't really surprise me. Most of them just like, hey, what's going on here? It was like, let's fucking fight to the death. All right. Tatsumaki just killed him just for mistaking her age. The Body Improvement Club won't let her go out. Yeah. Dude, you're fucked. Anyway, that's it. All right. So it was still a good death battle. I'm not going to fucking argue really. But anyway, that's it. Bye.